Back here in Ann Arbor, a beautiful night for some football, just below 50 degrees. It was a balmy November evening in Michigan. Very little wind. Perfect for the Wolverines as they try to continue an undefeated season down the stretch in these final 4 weeks. Tommy Doman will kick it off after Michigan won the toss, elected to defer. Tyrone Tracy, who actually took one back week 1 to start the second half, will look to do the same to begin this game tonight. Tracy will take it out from a yard deep. And Tracy is tripped up. Just gets past the 10, dumped down at the 12. He had 2 picks last week in the loss at Nebraska. Running on first down with Tracy. Finds the hole, sticks to the outside, and picks up 9.5.
Well, this is their best play.
Has a little bit of a short yardage type of back. First set of downs, card to the outside. First completion's going to go to Dixon Veal, and he is upended immediately after a gain of 3 by Josh Wallace. Bodies, as you're going to see across the country, they haven't had a single defensive lineman play more than 35 snaps in a game. Card, a little too high for his intended target. That was George Burhan. 3rd and 7. Card handles the snap, feels the rush, lost to the outside. Incomplete in the direction of Dixon Veal, covered closely by Wallace once again.
Well, Michigan decided to heat him up, and they're going to get pressure from the edge. They bring inside pressure. 2 different starting tackles tonight. They've had injuries on the offensive line and the new right tackle.
Indications from this special teams operation. And Ansel just gets it away cleanly. Morris back at the 24. And he's tripped up.
Good tackle. No turnovers and just operating at a really efficient level.
They put Loveland in motion on first down. McCarthy will go to the air. Now he'll tuck it and run. Dive forward across the 25 to the 27. It just popped out of your screen. He's so deep in coverage.
It's a very unique defensive structure.
A tough handoff there, and a bobbled snap by McCarthy does get to Corum.
These 2 guys right here are the top 2 players along with the free safety. And Scorton just closes quickly, and he beats the left tackle, Ladarius Henderson. He's a big man at 280 pounds, but extremely quick and explosive. You see the bobble
of this Purdue defense. That's up 3rd and 7. Morris in motion. McCarthy back to the air. Fires over the middle. Wide open. Roman Wilson, big gain across the 45.
For the switch coverage, and Roman Wilson is picked up late in the backfield by Derek Rogers, the true freshman corner, who is in because of the injury to Marquise Wilson. He's had to play a lot more the last couple weeks.
Kalel Mullings in the game for the first time. Had missed the last couple of games. And Donovan Edwards, the other running back in the slot. Hand it to Mullings. Finds the hole. Busts it to the outside. And Mullings has a first down out of bounds.
Does a nice job right there following the block by Trevor Keegan, their left guard. Little power run to the right side. They pull the backside guard and tackle and get nice blocks at the point of attack.
I think they found with McCarthy.
Nobody's out with Donovan Edwards. They got a mistake. Now they're late getting there.
Let's see if McCarthy can find him. Lofts it, sideline. Edwards with a step. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 1.
Because nobody's with him here. But he waits, and he allows a linebacker, Dominic Moon, to at least get out there. But that's a mismatch because Donovan Edwards is just like a wide receiver when he gets out there. And J.J. McCarthy knew he had a matchup in his favor.
And often in this game in a number of roles. There's a big catch to set up 1st and goal. And Corum will push it through. Touchdown, Michigan. His 14th of the season.
As he's following the lead of his fullback, Max Bredesen, number 44. He's low. He's built low to the ground. He's powerful.
76-yard drive in just over 3 minutes, and Turner will cap it with the extra point.
He's got him down there. He doesn't get the touchdown. He's only got 1 touchdown, the 14th running touchdown for Blake Corum this year. 40 snaps.
First play of the drive goes to Devin Mockabee, the former walk-on running back who struggled with fumbling the football. Looks like he put it on the ground again, and he did turn it over. His 9th fumble of the year, and Michigan's right there to scoop it up.
He's always going to fight for extra yardage. He's got the ball protected. I think his knee's down before the ball is out. But Michigan is going to try to rip the ball out every time he carries it because of his track record.
The ruling of a fumble recovered by the defense is under review.
He did a good job of protecting the football on that carry. He had it very securely wrapped, and his knees went down, and this one will come back. What do you say
After
to the guy?
review, the runner's knee was down with possession of the ball. It's second down Purdue.
But it is definitely in his head right now.
So instead of Michigan possession, it's second down and 6. And now Carr's going to have to escape, slides down, gets hit after the fact.
So don't take a negative play. Watch the pressure here. The pocket's going to collapse. Mikey Samer still coming on a blitz. Hudson Card sees a little bit of a gap and at least gets a positive gain, giving yourself a chance on third down.
He's athletic, a former wide receiver in high school. 3rd and 6. Card over the middle, and it wasn't even in the general idea of to the center, and it's 4th down.
You're going to see Veal right here. The ball's behind him, but Veal never even looks for it. I mean, he doesn't slow down or even look.
And so averaging 41.2 yards per punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 33 by Morris. Response. Whenever Blake Corum makes a play, Donovan Edwards is the first to greet him off the field. And that touchdown no different, set up on the big catch by Edwards. Here's Corum on first down, trucks a man at the 35.
I mean, he's got the ability to run away from you. He's got the ability to make you miss. But he's also got this ability to run through the tackle of a linebacker. And he does a beautiful job right there. Game wears on.
Johnson, the motion man on 2nd and 5. Play action for McCarthy with good time. A dart over the middle, back to Wilson. Crossing the field and into a double team at the 42.
Yeah, they love this. Play action. They get great protection. Extra guys in there blocking. Clean pocket. And Roman Wilson on the deep crossing route. I mean, J.J. McCarthy.
Edwards split out in the slot, now motion. Pitch it to him. Edwards through the hole. And just loses his footing, picks up 4. Rivalry going on between the two of them. Who can make more plays? Who can stack up more stats? He said it's killing him that he's technically behind Cadron in the statistical categories. McCarthy, an incompletion looking for Loveland.
He is the eraser on this defense. He has to clean up both run plays and pass plays from a deep free safety spot.
Morris in motion on 3rd down. Swing it to him on the outside. He's got nothing but green grass in front. First down and more. Dumped out of bounds in the red zone.
Nice use of the motion because they brought him to the field. Here's his defender. Then they brought him back outside. Impossible to recover on that play by Markevius Brown. The motion really threw him off. And then you saw Thieneman having to come and make the play from his deep safety position.
Corum back in there as they near that goal line once again. Bredesen in motion. Flip it behind. Cornelius Johnson circles around. Johnson tripped up.
Great use of motion. They take Bredesen, number 44, and he kind of does a little tricky motion and becomes the lead blocker. Does a great job getting a block on Santa C. Kane. And boy, this Michigan offense hard to stop right now.
Back to Corum. Superman over the top. And he's in. Touchdown. Blake Corum, 2nd of the day.
Well, he just has such a great feel, and he gets lost behind those big bodies, and this time goes airborne and over the top. Good push on the right side. Running, reverse.
Thanks for the time. Doman will send it away with a 14-0 advantage, and Michigan will get another touchback.
Well, on that last possession, 2 great uses of motion kind of for misdirection. When you play a team that has so much man, motion makes that coverage loosen up. You pop them out in the flat, big play. Now, watch this one. Tight end's going to come in motion, then come back out and be the lead blocker on the end around to Cornelius Johnson. 2 big plays in that drive, both set up.
Now Hudson Card will get his 3rd crack at this Michigan defense that has been so stout this year. Feels the pressure, lobs over the middle, it's intercepted. Will Johnson's got another. Johnson surveys and is caught up from behind.
This is this play. Watch number 32 come on an inside stunt. And he's going to get right into the chest of Hudson Card. Card can't follow through on the throw. The ball kind of flutters out. Nice stunt by the front 4. Arm can't follow through. And Will Johnson comes away with the fluttering pass. Off target because of the pressure. And that's the front end setting up the back end of this Michigan defense.
The coordinator said they trained for how to score after picking the ball off. As Edwards' first down carry is going to lose a yard. Zone opportunity for their offense. 2nd and 10. Play action. McCarthy swing it. Edwards has to get away, and he can't.
And Loveland lined up on the same side.
McCarthy on 3rd and 10. Fires. Incomplete. Great coverage on Loveland.
Route and didn't like it, and then came to Colston late on the crossing route. Looking left at Wilson. He doesn't like it. Tries to dump it down to his next read, and Kane in perfect position and coverage and knocks the ball away. Ball a little bit behind Colston Loveland.
6 of 8 coming in. This one from 30 yards out, and he drills it. A big game, 185 yards in the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great game against Ohio State in Corum's absence, and then came right back with it. But he's got talent.
Handoff Maccabee on 1st down, and he's gobbled up at the line of scrimmage.
See the field, and you try to just make plays on your own. You got to trust the guys around you.
Carr looking to escape, dumps it down. Tyrone Tracy, the former wide receiver, is going to get close to 1st down yardage.
By Hudson Card, because the protection does break down, and he does the right thing. He steps up and he gets rid of the ball to an outlet receiver, and he gives himself a great chance on 3rd and short.
Tracy on the handoff. No running room. Upended by Braden McGregor.
Here's McGregor right here. He's just going to chase this play down. But you can't hesitate and dance. I mean, you got to get going north and south because they are all equally talented. Wow.
And that one just gets off. Wobbly punt. Morris is going to let it bounce inside the 25, and Purdue will down it all the way at the 20.
How is there no flag? And unless they deflected the ball, I mean, they knocked the heck out of the punter.
Let's take a look to see if there was a fingertip on this ball. It did come out a little bit weird on the eventual exit. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's got to be roughing the kicker. If he didn't touch the football, that's got to be a penalty. Terry, I mean, what do you see here?
Absolutely, Todd. This is a foul. Should have been a 5-yard penalty at least.
So Michigan gets a break here, and Corum will look to take advantage, dragging tacklers near the 1st down. And Donovan Edwards, with the big catch of 37 yards, has not carried the football yet. It will be Corum again, and he surges forward.
You think with 2 tight ends, it's always going to be run, but they can spread him out and throw the football just as well.
Corum with the 2 touchdowns. Wilson has had a couple of big catches in motion. Back to Corum. Slippery. Corum tripped up.
And also attack by throwing the football, which they've done.
Play action for McCarthy. Plenty of time. Dumps it down for Corum. And Corum, the stutter step, will set up 3rd down and 1. And 5 seconds left here. And they will get it off. Morris up the middle. 1st down.
Line.
And excellent pronunciation by you on Olu's last name.
Yeah.
You deserve praise. 1st down for McCarthy. Swing it to the outside. Edwards again, but he drops it.
We talk about the edge rushers. We talk about Thieneman, the safety. Sanussi Kane has had an outstanding season as well. This is a good throw. It's kind of a back shoulder throw, and it's put in the right spot. But Kane just doesn't.
Too used to the city sounds and vibrant feel. He's been a captain now, still looking for his 1st career interception as a senior. Run it up the middle with Mullings, and he'll keep the legs churning for a gain of 3.
Periods for me.
3rd and 8. After Morris was put in motion, McCarthy, a dart is incomplete, in and out of the hands of A.J. Barner.
Well, it was Kane in coverage again. This ball was just thrown too far to the inside. I mean, Barner's got separation. If that ball's thrown closer to the sideline, it's an easy catch for the 1st down, but it's thrown to the wrong shoulder.
T.J. Sheffield, another captain of this Purdue team, back to receive it. And Sheffield steps up, calls for the fair catch, and makes it at the 10-yard line.
It's our job as a staff to make him a great quarterback because we believe he will be.
Here's a completion of Maccabee, and he lowers the shoulder across.
Still working on that right now.
2nd and 6. Sainer still coming from the edge, and he's right there to greet Maccabee.
See, play and run the other way. You can't run right here into a safety unblocked blitz. That's just a wasted play.
3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz. Card uncorked, sideline. Sheffield makes the catch across midfield into Michigan territory.
Looks like he got lost. He's in man coverage, he's pressed, and he's just going to stop. He stops to look around for the ball, and by that time, there was separation, and Card got him the football. Just kind of a mishap by Waller, thinking the play was either over or not knowing where the football was. But it
does set up 1st down inside Michigan territory for the first time today, and McAfee has the rock and will spin forward.
We haven't seen them huddle yet. We thought they might do that if they felt there was a problem.
Play action for Card, and he just gets rid of it. He may have gotten hit once again.
Yeah, we talked about these interchangeable edge rushers. That's the 2nd time we've seen the right tackle, Ben Farrell, get beat. This time by Stewart. Hits the arm as the ball's coming.
Close to that 4-down territory here on 3rd and 8. Card amongst the pressure, incomplete, looking for Deion Burks.
Card's got pressure coming right here. He knows it's coming. He's got single coverage. He sets his feet. He makes a throw. And to me, that's a ball that Deion Burks has got to come down with.
Standing inside his own 10. Waiting for him. This one cleanly gets away and will bounce inside the 5 and takes a Michigan bounce into the end zone. Wilson the motion man on 1st down for Michigan. Pitch it to Corum. Corum following his blockers, but he didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, Sanusi Kane is just going to chase this down. He's coming from the opposite side. Takes a good angle, but really field and allowed Kane to make the tackle.
Could be a free play. It is for McCarthy, who fires over the middle. It's caught by Loveland. A 1st down, Michigan.
And crossing the field.
Offside, defense number 0 in the neutral zone at the snap. The penalties declined. It's 1st down.
Really the first time we're hearing from Chris Coit, the first penalty of the night.
The thing about Loveland is he's big at 6'5", 245 pounds, but he's like a 4'5", 4'6" speed guy.
Timeout for an injured
so he
player
has
of the defense.
excellent route running ability.
He possesses, certainly as a blocker, he's improved as a pass catcher. 1st down throw for McCarthy, wide open Roman Wilson for a gain of 8. And the extra hit at the end, that's going to draw a penalty. That's when that extra hit occurred.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 0, 15-yard penalty. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 32. That penalty will also be enforced. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, you just can't do this if you're Purdue. I mean, you're already behind. It's Scorton, and then it's Emba, who's already had 1 penalty. There's no point in that. And then this is the dead ball, and that's why instead of 15 yards of penalties, it's 30 yards worth.
This was jinx. They have yet to be penalized today. 1st down. Sanusi Kane back in the game for this Purdue defense. McCarthy, deep drop, lofts it, incomplete. Oh, a deep hit. Samaj Morgan, the intended target. A flag is down near the backfield as well.
I don't think he did anything illegally if they're calling a penalty on Corum. Watch him block the blitz.
Holding, offense number 2, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
I think that's a terrible call.
This is him just running over basically the running back, the blocker, and they just fall to the ground together. This is not offensive holding.
I mean, if anything, the linebacker grabbed Blake Corum's head on his way to the ground and pulled him down. Oh, that's terrible.
Yards. And a look for more here. McCarthy looking to get away. He won't. Major loss.
Plus, play from above. First of all, the pressure's going to come here from Jenkins. And as J.J. tries to step up in the pocket, there's push on the inside. And Brevard, the transfer from Penn State.
2nd and 27. And we'll go back to the air again. McCarthy steps into 1. Up BB over the middle. It's caught down low by Cornelius Johnson.
Nice route. Cornelius Johnson is really good going into the middle of the field. He's a big body, and he's not afraid to go in there. He's not afraid to take a hit. Gets down on
a 47-yard field goal attempt. A lot of movement there on the top of your screen. They're going to have to call that timeout.
Yeah, they were very confused. They got Jenkins in a stand-up position. Instead of being on the end of the line, he's in a linebacker spot.
Big time blitz. McCarthy dials it up on target for Roman Wilson, a first down.
There's the coverage right here, and it's an out route, so there's a lot of grass to the outside because Wilson was lined up in the slot. The outside receiver runs off the other coverage, and that's just a lot of room for Roman Wilson.
Play action. McCarthy lets it fly. Incomplete. Cornelius Johnson had a step for a touchdown.
JJ, but it also looks like Johnson may have jumped too early and tried to catch it on the way back down, and it just went through his hands. Again, you're going to get a steady diet of man coverage against this Purdue defense.
Donovan Edwards in there. Todd, you mentioned earlier, only one touchdown on the season. He's been awfully close for a few others. He's got it on second down. Edwards always dangerous, catching out of the backfield. McCarthy rifles. Oh, nearly hauled in, but Loveland couldn't squeeze it.
They went to zone coverage. They dropped both Scorton and Jenkins, and that's just a zone defender sitting down watching the quarterback and making a play on the football. Michigan was expecting man coverage. It was
inside 40 this season. Will go from 31 and put it through in the big house. Doman will send it away after the field goal. And Purdue.
A field day right now against the two players playing offensive tackle.
Tyrone Tracy on first down. That's it. Never like to see that for a fifth-year senior. Play action for Card. Swing it for Deion Burks. Finally gets a catch.
Just can't seem to get anything going. It's the other receiver. You see the hand on the back of the jersey. Completely turns the defender around.
The interception of Will Johnson earlier in the game. Play action now on second and long. Card delivers short. 3rd and 18. Card lofts complete. Burks to Tyler Morris. And gets it away. Simple this time. Takes it. Oh, hit a Michigan player.
I think it did.
Still loose. Who's going to get there first? Purdue is on it.
Did he get on it in the field of play? It appears he did.
Recovered by the kicking team inbounds. It's 1st and 10.
It definitely hit the Michigan player. It looked like a shank punt. It was a short kick. They couldn't get out of the way. Then it was just a matter of do they get the recovery inbounds, and it looks like they did. It was at number 28 for Michigan the ball went off of. Tie guy, who is it? Number 28.
It looks like Benjamin Hall for Michigan. But either way, heads up there from Purdue. Was it Hall or was it?
We do know that.
Quentin Johnston, that's who it was, the defensive back. And either way, Card incomplete to the outside.
Just squatting on these short routes and then breaking quickly. They're just trying to throw hitches in the middle of the field somewhere.
Card feeling it's going to tuck it and run. He's got wheels. Card's got room inside the red zone, shoved out inside the 15.
Now this is a design quarterback draw. You can tell by watching the offensive line. They're blocking like a run play. That's not a pass block set. Good call by Graham Harrell, taking advantage of your athletic quarterback. You're having trouble pass protecting, get in the red zone.
Just shut it down for Card. Swing it outside, incomplete, but a flag.
Number 88 of the offense was covered by a receiver near the sideline. Ineligible receiver downfield, offense, number 88, 5-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, this receiver has to be back here off the ball so that he is eligible. And because he's covered, he can't go downfield, the tight end. He was the intended target, so the outside
mistakes, the critical errors that they've been making to beat themselves. That's been the biggest issue with this offense. As Maccabee busts it to the outside, lowers the shoulder, and spins back to the 15.
7% touchdowns in the red zone.
Card, end zone, broken up. Moore right there.
He was going to get a touchdown. He's running to the corner of the end zone. Rod Moore breaks quickly on the ball and gets that right hand up and knocks it away.
Card, deep drop, flushed out. Card on the run, end zone, knocked away, nearly intercepted.
Now Hudson Card does a nice job escaping and extending the play, but then almost makes a costly mistake. Just throws it into harm's way. does a nice job escaping, but then
attempt for Freehill. He's 1 for 4 on the season. Make him 2 for 5.
Where the play is. He was very fortunate it didn't get picked off, and they were able to put points on the board to start the third quarter to firmly take control of this game.
Power formation leads to a Quorum run. McCarthy loads it up. Oh, he's wide open. Cornelius Johnson.
I think he's coming backside to Johnson late. I think he was looking for Barner first. It was zone coverage.
3 timeouts with just over 3 minutes remaining. Morris in motion. McCarthy back to the air. Feeling the pressure over the middle. That's going to be short, and it's dropped anyway.
On the way to the ground. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, he clearly had it on the way to the ground. It's a catch.
So Morris was in motion to start the play, just kind of sits down right near that first down marker. He's definitely short of the first down. Alessandro comes up and then eventually jars it loose, but it did look like he controls it. He brings it towards his body, and then he goes to the ground. See right here, never touches the ground until there.
Well, and he was down as soon as his elbow hit the ground.
Isn't enough indisputable
After
evidence to
review,
reverse
the
this.
ruling on the field stands as called. It's 4th down.
Other than Blake Corum on 4th and 1.
Michigan 7 of 10 on 4th down of the season. They're going to be 7 of 11. Purdue closes that hole in a hurry, and they get the stop.
He's going to get in the backfield right here. He gets to the backfield and pulls Mullings back with help from Scorton. Nick Scorton and Kadron Jenkins. Watch these two guys, the best 2 players, collapse and team up to stop him on 4th and 1. I just don't understand why Michigan even went for that. Starting from 5 yards deep on that handoff. Not a very good play call.
Well, now a big opportunity for Purdue as Tracy is going to drag tacklers with him for a pickup of 7 on first down. See what Hudson Card can do. Right back to Tracy. Up the middle, finds the hole inside the red zone, down to the 16 before he's met by Page.
Zone, watch the blocking inside here. They cut off the edge rusher with the tight end. Garrett Miller with a nice block. They're typically an outside zone team.
Fresh set of downs. Stick with the hot hand. Tracy, can he get away? He's going backward, and that was the wrong decision. Back to the 20.
Lower your shoulder and you go right in here and get 2 yards, because if you try to bounce it and bend it, now you're going to lose 2 yards, and that was just a mistake by Tracy.
50 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Card gonna tuck it. Card gets away, wiggles through, and then goes down.
Ball's going to have to come out quick though for Hudson Card.
Here he is on 3rd down and 8. Comes out just quickly enough and incomplete. Got hit as he threw it.
Right now, this is Harrell. He started the game at right tackle. They had to move him to left tackle because Daniel Johnson is injured. And he gets beat on that side, and the ball just didn't come out quite quick enough.
And Freehill's kick nearly got blocked. Boot this out of the end zone, or just make sure that they keep Michigan from putting any more points on there. Samaj Morgan, the freshman, finds some space and then gets leveled across the 20 to the 23. See what Michigan's philosophy is here in this second quarter. McCarthy quickly right to Lovely and a 1st down.
Purdue still showing man. Now they drop into zone.
And McCarthy recognizes it, extends the play across his body, wide open on the sideline.
What he's doing is he's going to scramble. Watch him move in the pocket, read zone, but his eyes are downfield. He presses the line of scrimmage, and he makes Jenkins commit to the run, and then he throws the ball at the last minute. He draws the defense up, and then he throws to the open man. Show man, but I would expect them to drop into zone.
McCarthy gets rid of it. Oh, incomplete. And now 2 seconds left.
And it was a zone defense. They showed man.
Will send 3 all the way to the goal line. McCarthy gets away. McCarthy extends the play. McCarthy tripped up.
Nick Scorton. Positive momentum for the Purdue Boilermakers heading into the tunnel first to go to the locker room. Hustle play by Scorton. And Michigan is turned away here at the end of the first half.
The Crockover will send it away to Samaj Morgan, the freshman, and he will watch it sail into the end zone. Third quarter, KT, because Michigan has outscored their opponents 107-0 in the third quarter this year. McCarthy on first down, finds Wilson on the outside for 6.
Motion. It forces the coverage to loosen up a little bit. Then when he comes back out the same side, he gets separation easily.
Rolls throughout this game. There he is in motion now as a receiver on 2nd and 4. Out there with Corum, who's got the football. Corum evades and will be short.
And watch Stevens come quickly, scrapes across from his linebacker position and makes a heck of a tackle.
Wilson, the motion man. McCarthy looking that way. Now surveys through his options. Escapes the rush. Fires and complete. First down to Loveland.
All right, so they're going to bring pressure, and they've got an unblocked guy. But McCarthy eludes him. He extends the play, rolls to his left.
That is an absurd number for a guy who has just improved mightily this season. Here he is on first down and just will leave it behind the line of scrimmage. Corum, patient, hit, keeps the legs working and will.
Three-man rush, drop an 8.
McCarthy taking his time. Now the time runs out. McCarthy escapes, fires on the run, knocked away. Thieneman.
Coverage. They're showing pressure, but watch, they're going to drop everybody out and rush 3. McCarthy leaves the pockets under duress by Scorton, tries to throw back across his body, and Thieneman there to knock it away. Kind of an ill-advised pass right there.
Ryan Walters said it. They need the big stop to start this third quarter. Keep that momentum from the end of the second on their side. Here's the fair catch called for and made by the captain who missed the first 3 games of the season with an injury. Maccabee on first down, bursts forward, and Maccabee with a solid pickup the entire season. He's filling in for Max Clare, who they were really excited about this season, and Miller Wright. Where is it? Just comes up a little hobbled. Was landed awkwardly.
Timeout on the field.
Right there. Oh, man. The cleat directly to the shin. Makari Page. Freshman George Burhan is going to have to get in there for this second down and 5 as Maccabee has the handoff and picks up 2 more, sets up 3rd and 3. Card. Feeling the pressure.
Happy feet.
Just has to get rid of it. Burks nearly made the catch, but it's incomplete.
Again, now watch his feet. Okay, I know that Michigan's pressure, but as soon as you start dancing here like this, you have no chance of making an accurate throw. And what happens is when your feet do this, your eyes start looking at the rush, and they're not downfield anymore.
So it'll be another punt for Ansel. And now Jake Thaw is back to receive it, and he's got some room to move. Not for long.
The big win today against Missouri, but really the only one that really matters is the last college football ranking.
And for Michigan, as we've talked about, these last 4 games, Jim Harbaugh compared it to when you're going to a playground to play basketball, you got to assemble your team and you got to keep winning to stay on the court. That's a drop from Roman Wilson.
He seems a little bit off on some of these throws. It's low and a little bit behind Roman Wilson.
Corum on second down. Navigates through to the tune of 2.5.
Mixing man in zone, particularly on 3rd down.
Another opportunity to get off the field, but McCarthy, a laser, goes behind Cornelius Johnson and incomplete.
But the ball's thrown behind. A little bit of pressure, but that's bad footwork by J.J. McCarthy. His left foot was kind of pointing one way, and he tried to throw it back to the middle.
According to their defensive coordinator, Kevin Kane, anticipating a lot better, and then that's going to be a critical mistake. Just running directly into that punter as Doman let it fly. And this one, the penalties absolutely fly as well.
Yeah.
Brian Walters beside himself.
It's a bad angle to the punter. We already saw one play where there was no penalty called against the Purdue punter.
It was Joseph Jefferson.
Running into the kicker, receiving team number 32. The penalties decline. It's 1st and 10.
Michigan has been dominant in the third quarter this year, and Purdue has done a good job so far of containing that, as Tracy has the first down handoff and will pick up 4 more.
Maker on the outside.
He is the big play threat. Play action card over the middle. There's a completion. It is Garrett Miller back to throw.
He sets his feet and he hits the tight end with timing and with accuracy. He's under pressure, but his feet are calm and he makes a good throw.
Sets up a first down. Tracy in there. They go back to the air. Quick strike again. Here is Burks on a catch and
into this game. They got their cleats in the ground, and they've done a great job against the run, first and foremost.
Tracy is going to push it and come up a yard shy. So here's a 3rd and 1 for Hudson Card in this Purdue offense. Fake the handoff. Card's going to keep. He's got it, but a flag is down.
Personal foul, shot block, offense number 52 and 73. Half the distance to the goal, 3rd down.
These two guys, you can't have one guy go low and the other guy go high. The guard's going to go low. The tackle, Daniel Johnson, thing dangerous. And punt the football if you have to.
Deep drop. Card unloads. He's got it, but not close enough for a first down.
Good protection. Zone defense. Veal does a nice job of sitting down in the middle of the zone.
Wobbly kick. Thaw goes up and makes the fair catch, as everything went down a year ago, and amazing to see him back on the field with Buffalo this year. Michigan back to work. Get it to Samaj Morgan. He's a playmaker with the ball in his hands and then stopped in his tracks after he crosses the 4 to the 42.
Who has to clean up a lot of messes in either the run or the pass.
And he does it at a very high level, well on his way to being a freshman All-American.
The most talented, one of the fastest guys on the entire football team as well.
Another 3rd down opportunity for this Purdue defense. Johnson, the motion man, 3rd and 3. McCarthy, a dart. Roman Wilson, his go-to guy in a Purdue territory for a first down.
Routes, mesh routes versus press man-to-man coverage. So you got 3 receivers going in. Wilson goes in and comes back out, and he gets the completion. A short throw, but a nice concept there with the 3
touchdowns on the season to lead the team. And it Morgan on the end around. He's got speed down the sideline. Samaj Morgan, touchdown. 44 yards, electrifying from the freshman.
And watch, Scorton, he's going to chase inside, and he's not going to be there to set the edge. It's man coverage, so the corner's running away. And then Thieneman, who normally takes great angle.
The playability of Morgan on full display. Turner's extra point makes this 27-6.
Play calls, they got the mesh concept, then really fooled the Purdue defense with this one. Got a nice block by Cornelius Johnson, the other receiver on that side, and just perfect execution and the right time to make this call. And Samaj Morgan, who they said has been a playmaker ever since he started camp.
Doman will send it away. And Tracy is going to let it fly into the end zone as we bring back.
That Young knows about Walter Payton, right?
He's excited about it.
The greatness.
That was a botched handoff issue, snap, and the field.
After discussion, it was a forward incomplete pass.
And that's exactly what it is.
Second down.
So it brings up second down. Here's the replay.
Previous spot, yep.
It's kind of like a shovel pass, but it's incomplete, and Burke's just gotten too big of a hurry.
Just 2 catches for 19 yards. Maccabee on the handoff, and he surges forward to the 30.
Certainly ready to go again.
Let's see what this defense does on 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz. Card, incomplete.
Watch the pressure right here by Barrett. I mean, he is going to just take Maccabee and throw him right back towards the quarterback, hit Card, and affect the throw. Perfectly timed blitz.
Jake Thaw will be back to retrieve this kick from Ansel. Line drive, and Thaw will field it at the 23 and look to go. Thaw finds a seam to the outside, shimmy shake. Thaw gets a block into Purdue territory and wrestled out of bounds at the 45. Spoken like a true quarterback, like a national champion winning quarterback. We'll see. J.J. McCarthy's hoping to add his name to that list as well as he stands in the pocket, feels the rush, and delivers to Roman Wilson.
Hasn't been as sharp as normal, completing about 60%, but he's got a good pocket. Gets a nice block from Donovan Edwards.
Regroup on a 1st and 10 with Loveland in motion. Handed off for Edwards. Edwards bouncing off tacklers, and he just couldn't escape. The rushing totals in terms of yardage isn't necessarily super high by Michigan standards, but they've got 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 from Corum and 1 from the wide receiver Morgan, who's in motion. McCarthy looks that way, now fires towards the sideline. It's Loveland.
Well, they're going to fake a screen. They're going to send a guy deep, and then they're going to run Loveland right into this area. Really well-conceived play. Fake the screen, send Roman Wilson deep, and then have single coverage on Loveland. And McCarthy makes the right choice of where to go with the ball.
And Michigan will not get this play off before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Extra offensive lineman lined up at the right tight end, Trente Jones.
There he is, Corum on the handoff. Hops through, back spot. Corum hesitates, and he's in. Touchdown, 3rd of the day from Blake Corum.
And he also has the ability to juke you. Watch this cut. He bends it outside, then plants the right foot and cuts back inside. And
touchdown ties Tyrone Wheatley for 2nd in Michigan history. In the world, but he packs a punch. He works incredibly hard. Comes from that St. Francis program where he learned under the tutelage of
for the 4th quarter.
And we've talked about this with Michigan throughout the season when we've had them before. As Card's going to take it himself and will gain 5 yards.
And they ultimately wear people down.
Card on 2nd down, feeling the pressure, is going to go down.
Stunt on the inside between these 2 guys. Both powerful men at defensive tackle. And again, remember, these defensive linemen average 30 snaps a game. They are fresh for a whole 60-minute game because they play 3 or 4 plays in a row as full as they can go, and then they get a break.
Card feeling it again, slips through. Card on the run, lofts it, had him wide open. It was Burks and incomplete.
The pocket, but just unable to connect with Burke. And that would have been one of those chunk plays that they so desperately need in this offense.
For Purdue. After the big return by Thaw on the last one, and that's going to be contact. And no flag comes in, so it'll be Thaw again. Let's take a look. Chopsy gets it away cleanly. Does he get hit here? Very, very slightly. SEC, obviously a big one going on right now with LSU. Meanwhile, J.J. McCarthy in the offense stays out there with a 34-6 lead. And Edwards again.
No need to run. Wait for something to open.
Here it comes on 2nd and 8. Patient again in the pocket and delivers to Morgan. Morgan gets away and is tripped up by Sanusi, 24 yards.
Well, we just showed you a highlight package of this exact same thing. A little bit of pressure picked up by Donovan Edwards. No panic. There's bodies around you, but you keep your eyes downfield. You keep your feet calm, and you wait for something to open up. And Samaj Morgan with another big-time
position. Still without the touchdown as the play clock's down at 3. Under center in the eye, they hand it. Edwards, patient, and just plunges forward for a yard and a half. Purdue side really stressed. They said when you watch this team, their pieces are all very similar as McCarthy is going to get taken down. Another sack.
And he also knows this move of McCarthy, this spin-out move, and he's ready for it. So he rushes, but he's under control. And when McCarthy tries that spin-out,
place than it was last year. 3rd and 17. Let's see what he does here. McCarthy unloads over the middle, incomplete, looking for Morgan, and tight coverage by Alessandro. And McCarthy took a hit towards the end of that throw. And it was Jenkins. He got sandwiched by Emba.
But we'll see on their next possession.
Doman with a solid punt that will go out of bounds inside the 5.
2 weeks from then, at home against Ohio State, he's going to have to play 60 minutes of football.
Lockaby lowers the shoulder a bit. really has a routine that he has built this year that he believes is one of the keys to his success. Maccabee finds a nice gain in a first down with reps that comes with experience, which they've gotten this year, as Maccabee will carry it again and pick up another yard.
Been able to quite mesh it together.
Put together a nice stretch in that second quarter to narrow the gap going into the break as Tracy makes the catch and then steps third down so far tonight. Card rolling out. Card spins away, and Card just somewhat gets rid of it, a little bit too high for Sawinski.
See, now, I want you to watch this. Stop it right there. He didn't need to leave the pocket. Hudson Card left the pocket on his own. The protection was good enough to stay in the pocket, and then once he left, he had nowhere to go with the football. The blitz was picked up by Tracy. He'll get at doing that.
That was probably the biggest buzzword we heard in our meetings with the Purdue coaching staff and players. Oh, major collision as Thaw was coming up to make the fair catch. Head-on, unexpected collision. Thaw not even looking towards that football. Yeah, just ran directly into him.
Well, that can't be a penalty.
No.
I mean, he was not pushed into him. His own man ran
There is
him
no
over.
foul on the player. The player that made contact was a receiving team player. It's 1st and 10.
There it is. The yards were way lower. Exactly. And so we wonder what that does for his candidacy. J.J. McCarthy perfectly in the bucket for Roman Wilson. And another catch, up over 100 now receiving for number 1.
When you run that slot fade, you just have so much field to work with. So he presses the defender inside, almost bobbled it and dropped it.
And here are those fourth quarter reps. You've got Barner still in there. You've got Donovan Edwards now in there. And McCarthy tried to get it over the middle to Edwards. Hesitates and explodes. Tom were just really intelligent questions and have helped him as a football player on and off the field to make throws like that. Another one goes to Wilson to set up 1st and goal.
Finding the hole in the zone defense. Again, look at the eyes of McCarthy scanning the field and finds an opening in the middle to Roman Wilson, his go-to wide receiver. Touchdown on the season. Normally, this is where Blake Corum is in the game.
Got those 3 tight ends on the end of the line. Edwards plunging forward. And they mark him down at the 1. They did in the fourth quarter. Is it the same fate here tonight? Yes, sir. Donovan Edwards, touchdown, Michigan.
Talked about Trente Jones being the extra offensive lineman. Watch this block down by number 53. And Donovan Edwards kind of gets right on his hip and follows him.
Looks to add the extra point and does.
Isolating 10-7 Iowa win. That's more Josh's kind of game.
So getting any sort of experience on the road against a good team, that's positive for his potential growth moving forward as Tracy Carroll.
Believing and trusting in himself and the guys around him.
Card, swing it. Dixon Veal weaves his way through and picks up a first down. Season as a head coach, which is only going to allow him to grow in that leadership role as well. Tracy, oh, what a jump cut. And Tracy is in the secondary. 21 on the ground.
Well, you see how dynamic he can be. Little counter play, pull the backside guard and tackle. And a missed tackle there, and Tracy shows you that burst.
Which has been a team that's certainly performed much better than expectation. Back to Dixon Veal, and he with 2:27 to play. Another handoff, Tracy. Oh, nearly bust that.
Passing and 2 rushing. That's ridiculous.
Maccabee now in there, and he just gets swallowed up.
Wolverine defense.
Maccabee, and he gets
Noon game, which is a little bit better to deal with.
4th and 3. Carl just going to lob it up. It's caught. Burks is in there for the touchdown.
They scored late in both of the last 2 games. He's working on Sainris still, and Burks beats him right away. And it's a perfect throw over the outside shoulder before the safety Saab can come over and help. That's exactly where you want to place that foot.
Free Hill's extra point.
team like this that has only given up 5 touchdowns all year, that's a silver lining to take home with you.
And Crockover, Tuttle is going to take this final snap and knee it down. So Michigan with questions and eyeballs surrounding the program in a rematch of the Big Ten championship game from a year ago. The Wolverines deliver once again. 41-13, the number 3 team in the country in all-around performance at home tonight.